have Jeremy Kennedy. Again, please use the hands reaction tool under reactions to raise your hand and I will call on you. Let's kick it off with Dylan Rush.
Oh, man.
Platinum JBC, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Did you skip the platinum this time? Usually during the training camp, you dye your hair platinum, but did you do it? You did it?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I skipped it this time.
Because of the short notice, I assume.
Yeah,
You're a
exactly.
guy that loves tradition. You're a little superstitious. You love routine. One of the coolest traditions in the sport we've talked about, your tally marks. You get a tally mark tattooed on your rib cage for each and every professional win. This would be, if you were to win on Friday night, would be your 20th professional win. It would be a championship win. Can we expect something special for that 20th tally mark?
Yeah, we've been plotting this one for a while, just because Pitbull was next on the line, and I was 19 with the 19th victory, so I was expecting this 20th victory to be a title fight, and that's going to be finishing the tally. So we got to figure out something. It's probably I don't know yet. It's going to be something special though, for sure.
Definitely. You waited and waited for this championship opportunity. Are you concerned at all about the possibility of ring rust, or do you feel that your teammates at Extreme Couture push you to your limits every day and eliminate the potential of said rust?
Yeah, I mean, ring rust would be different if you were injured and not training for a long period of time. But I mean, right after my last fight, I've been grinding. My teammate Kai, I went through like 3 training camps with him all year, and I'm in the gym the whole time. And it is only just a year. I think during COVID, I had like an 18-month layoff between PFL and then going back to, leaving PFL, finishing off the season, and then fighting my first fight in Bellator was about 16 longer than this, and I felt fine in there. So I mean, there's elements to ring rust. I think if you're away from the game and then you come back, it's a big deal. But if you're in the game, you're in the gym grinding, expecting to be fighting, fight around the corner, every couple months, and grinding, keeping the diet down and everything like that, being on the road with Kai for his fight weeks and everything. Like, I'm right at home right now, and I'm just I don't think it's going to be a factor.
Awesome. Many have tried to dethrone Pitbull. Few have succeeded. What gives you the confidence to believe that you have what it takes to defeat Patricio Pitbull and become bantamweight or featherweight champion of the world?
Yeah, I just think it's my time now. I think we're in different trajectories. He's on that decline, and I'm on the incline. I'm constantly getting better. I'm hungry. I'm young. I'm on a win streak, and I think my style is just something he hasn't dealt with before. So yeah, he's the Bellator GOAT, but nobody's really brought him what I bring to the table. And so I think he's got a lot more to worry about than people think. It's not just another Pitbull fight and he's fighting the next number 1 contender. Like, he's fighting a guy that he hasn't fought this style before either.
Junior Bacon champion. Good luck, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, I like that one. That's good.
Keelan McNamara.
Jeremy, hi. Nice to have you in Belfast. How are you today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks. Better that you're talking to us, which we really appreciate.
Yeah,
Jeremy, my question for you is, obviously your mind is very firmly focused against Patricio Pitbull on Friday night. However, you're on this card, and there's a man on this card who you were scheduled to fight before this one. That is, of course, James Gallagher. And unfortunately, that fight fell through. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is we had James on earlier, and he confirmed that Bellator promised him the next title shot if he beats Leandro Higo. If you are able to get the job done and beat Patricio on Friday night, is this a fight that you want to get that was cancelled against James? And if you won the belt, would you be willing to take that on as your first title defense?
Yeah, I mean, that's news to me. I thought he would have had more work to do personally, but him fighting me for the number 1 contender made a lot more sense. If he had got the victory, then that's definitely in line. He goes a bantamweight. I'm not taking anything away from that. Like, if that's what Bellator wants, 100%, I'm all in for that. I would even be okay with a quick turnaround and getting it done in Dublin in June. But I just think there's a lot of options still. There's a lot of stuff on the table. I don't know if Pitbull gets that rematch again, like most champs get rematches. Yeah, so I mean, there's that champ versus champ. Pinedo's not in the tournament anymore, so I know he's on my mind. But I got to get my job done, this weekend. But Gallagher, he's right there. Of course, if that's what Bellator wants, I'll take that, of course.
Absolutely. And that's all I had for you, Jeremy. And thank you for the time today and best of luck Friday night.
Of course.
MMA locker room.
What's going on, Jeremy? It's Mills, part of Pub Sports Radio. How are you feeling today?
I'm good, man. Cutting weight. Weigh-ins are tomorrow morning, so I could be better, but I feel good given the circumstances.
Man, I love the honesty right there, man. It seemed like you were penciled in just to say I'm good, and then you had to catch yourself in the
I
real.
was like, I can't lie to you.
Man, I love it, man. Speaking about can't lie, man. So I caught up with Kai Kamarka at Bellator 300. You were sitting in the media room with us when I asked this question. I asked him about his teammate, if you should be fighting for the interim belt. And he cleared it up right then and said, no interim. Jeremy Kennedy should be fighting for the belt. You looked at me and gave me a thumbs up. What was it about that moment to where you guys spoke it in and now it's fruition and now pretty much it's your time to shine?
Yeah, man. Kai and I have been training partners now for a few years when we met up in Vegas, and we've just been on the same timeline, same grind, and we're very like-minded, and we see the game very similar, and we're both young, hungry, and now he's over in the PFL, and we've been both like I look out at his career and he looks out at my career too, so he knew what's up. He knew that that's the fight that needs to be made, and so I guess once he said it, I was like, man, at least he's speaking it. It's not just me, it's somebody else. And I saw there was a couple other I remember this moment too, because there was a couple other reporters that kind of nodded their heads and smiled and agreed too. So that's kind of where I was like, that's it's not just me thinking I deserve this, like other people do too, obviously.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it seems like it's belt season. Last year for Extreme Couture, Sean Strickland was able to get the belt. Years prior, Francis Ngannou had the belt. So what's going on over there at Extreme Couture with Coach Eric Nixick that just got all the fighters going in championship mentality?
Yeah, you forgot Patchy too. He got that bantamweight, so
Oh, man.
we got a lot of
one of the best bantamweights.
Exactly. Yeah, we just got a good room, man. There's everybody there is trying to get better, and it's not just like we're doing the same thing and it's just working, so we're staying the same, and then you see a lot of these other gyms fizzle out. We're constantly improving. More coaches are around. Like there's Eric, of course, but we got like Eddie Baracco, Giff, Nate Pettit. Like there's so many, Dennis Davis. Like there's so many coaches that don't get the credit, and we're all building and we're all getting better. And with Vegas being a hub for MMA, it's it brings a lot of bodies in for us too, so we're constantly evolving and getting different looks all the time with our core group, and yeah, just elevating.
Got it, man. Can't wait to see the fight this Friday.
Ken Chronicles Media.
Hey, Jeremy, K. Williams for Ken Chronicles Media. So you're 3-0 in your last fights. Just mentioned style, and we know that ultimately style is what makes the matchup. How prepared are you for last-minute cage adjustments in your next upcoming fight?
In the sense of Gallagher to Pitbull?
No, as far as your next fight coming up, how prepared are you for in-cage adjustments?
Yeah, like instead of facing Gallagher, getting switched to Pitbull is what you mean?
Correct. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Gallagher was more of the one I had to switch up for because he was just so out of left field, as wasn't a name I was thinking of or anticipating at all year. And then I've been ready and training for Pitbull since my last, he was the one that was told that was going to be next. And obviously circumstances kept happening and changing up, and he had other plans and the bantamweights and injuries and whatever. So the champ versus champ. So he just kept getting pushed back. And I was the one kind of losing out on the opportunity. So I just stayed the course and I was training for him. And so when they brought Gallagher to me, that was, that I made the adjustments, I sat down with my team, figured it out. And then when they brought back Pitbull, it was easy. It was a simple text. Hey, we got Pitbull again. And all the stuff we've been working on all year just came right back to it. So minor adjustments in that sense. And I had 4 weeks for that. So I've been training for Pitbull for a year minus the couple weeks I was training for Gallagher.
Thank you.
Got you.
Last question goes to Diego Laconda.
Hey, Jeremy.
So you just talked about your style being a new challenge for Patricio, but you got the reach, the age, and the momentum going on for you as well. So which of all these is your biggest advantage over him?
All of the above. It's hard to say. I think he's going to have a real trouble with my reach, my height. Not just the reach. When you're punching up, you're also losing a couple more inches. So I take my 6-inch reach to an 8-inch reach, and my youth is just my cardio is something I built my game off of. And as you get older, that's one of the first things that go. Yeah, his power stays, but I don't think he wasn't training for 5-round fights. That Saudi Arabia fight, that was a 3-round fight. So he had to switch up from a 3 to a 5 in a matter of 3 weeks, not including this fight week. So I think his gas tank's going to get pushed to the test, and that's where my youth comes into it. And what was the third one you said? I have an answer for
The
it.
momentum.
Momentum, exactly. There you go. He's coming off of 2 losses, and I'm coming off of 3 wins. So again, every fight's different, but my confidence is there. I know his confidence is always there because he's a champ, but in the back of his mind, we've seen him be hurt his last fight. We know it's possible. If I land, he can go down. He had surgery shortly after that, so you never know how that rebounds. I'm sure, obviously, if he's here and he's in shape and he's ready to fight, he's healthy, but that's got to be weighing on his mind, and I don't have any of those thoughts on me. I'm the best physical shape. I'm in my prime right now, so I'm ready to go.
Love it. And last one for me. What kind of message or what statement do you want to make with this performance on Friday?
Yeah, I want to make a dominant statement. I want people to know that I'm the next champ. I'm the champ that's going to stay here for a while and defend. So I want to finish, and I want a late finish. I don't want to clip them early. I want to dominate these rounds and finish them later on in the fight.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, and good luck.
Thank you.